Most of us might consider throwing in the proverbial towel and retiring if faced with the profound challenge of losing our eyesight. However, Ibsen Dana Elkar, a renowned American television and film character actor, embodied resilience and determination by doing just the opposite. Let's take a few minutes to reflect on Elkar's inspiring story and the way he persevered, even in the face of significant adversity. Join Facts First as we present MacGyver star Dana Elkar went blind but continued acting until his death. Destined for stardom. On October 10, 1927, Dana Elkar was born in Ferndale, Michigan, to parents Hedwig and James Aj Elkar. His father worked as a carpenter and butcher, while his mother was a homemaker. At age 13, in an attempted runaway escapade, Elkar missed a train he tried to hop with a friend. This minor mishap led to an unexpected overnight stint at a theater showcasing the classic Orson Welles flick Citizen Kane. As the reels played, Elkar found himself engrossed in Welles's masterpiece. Watching the film multiple times, he realized he was destined for the silver screen. Moving to the Big Apple. During his early adult years, Elkar attended the University of Michigan, where he was an active member of the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity. As World War II was reaching its end, like many young people of his era driven by duty and patriotism, 18-year-old Elkar enlisted in the United States Navy. After his time in the service, he was drawn back to the world of acting. By the 1950s, he'd relocated to New York City, a bustling hub for aspiring actors of all proclivities. There, he had the opportunity to study under renowned acting coach Sanford Meisner. Dana's dedication to the craft extended beyond just acting. In 1986, alongside fellow actor William Lucking, Elkar co-founded the Santa Paula Theater Center. For 6 years, he guided the institution as its artistic director, sharing his knowledge and passion with the next generation of performers. Off to Hollywood. Harnessing the skills and experiences he accumulated during his early years, brushing shoulders with like minds in New York, Dana Elkar transitioned into the bright lights of Hollywood, becoming a staple in various prominent TV shows and films. In 1962, Elkar made a significant mark in the world of theater when he portrayed the role of Hitman Ben in the U.S. premiere of Harold Pinter's The Dumb Waiter at the Cherry Lane Theater in Greenwich Village. This was followed by being cast in CBS's iconic daytime drama Guiding Light. This period also saw him make appearances in well-known shows set in New York City, such as Car 54 Where Are You? And Naked City. By the mid-60s, Elkar had secured his position in the TV world with a role on the atmospheric gothic soap opera Dark Shadows. As the years rolled on, his list of credits grew, ranging from crime dramas like Beretta to classics like Gunsmoke, Columbo, and Law & Order. His versatility was showcased when he guest starred on series like Get Smart, Mission Impossible, and even movies like The Sting. Another unique chapter in his career was the 1980 film The Nude Bomb, a Get Smart spin-off in which he took on the role of Chief, a character previously portrayed by the late Edward Platt. MacGyver. Among Elkar's vast repertoire, one role stands out above the rest. That role, of course, was that of Pete Thornton in MacGyver. The show, which started in the mid-1980s, was built around the premise of a secret agent who used his scientific knowledge and resourcefulness to solve problems rather than resorting to violence. While the show certainly had its charm due to its unique approach, it was Elkar's portrayal of Pete Thornton, MacGyver's close friend and supervisor at the Phoenix Foundation, that brought an added layer of depth and warmth to the already brilliant series. Elkar's ability to portray a character of such integrity and loyalty made Pete Thornton seriously unforgettable. It's no exaggeration to say that while Richard Dean Anderson may have been the brain and brawn behind MacGyver's operations, Dana Elkar's Pete Thornton was its heart. Descent into blindness. From 1985 to 92, MacGyver held viewers captive, and Dana Elkar's unwavering presence spoke volumes about his dedication. But by 1991, he faced a challenge few actors ever confront. He was diagnosed with glaucoma. With a quickness, this progressive condition began to influence Elkar's portrayals. leaving its mark on the character he played in MacGyver, as well as other late-career projects he took on. Confronted with Elcar's deteriorating vision, the MacGyver production team initially considered the difficult decision of retiring his beloved character. Dana's situation worsened after an unfortunate incident where he forgot his glaucoma medication during a boat trip. The subsequent rapid decline in his sight rendered him unable to read scripts or even recognize people unless they stood very close to him. This left executive producer Stephen Downing in a bit of an uncomfortable predicament. How could the show proceed with an essential character whose actor was grappling with such a significant personal challenge? But when co-star Richard Dean Anderson learned of Elcar's predicament, he passionately advocated for him, asserting to the producers, "Dana is integral to our series. It's unthinkable to let him go, especially when he's in this fight. I can't support that decision." Anderson proposed a novel idea. Why not weave Dana's real-life challenge into the storyline? The production team, after much deliberation, eventually embraced this idea. As a result, Dana continued to play a visually impaired Pete Thornton, assisted by a dedicated aide who would guide him on set and read out scripts for his roles. Anderson later expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to stand by his friend, remarking, quote, "Witnessing the sparkle in Dana's eyes when I shared the news was a moment I'll forever cherish." Following his stint on MacGyver, Elcar guest starred on a 1993 episode of Law & Order titled Virus. He portrayed a man who attributed his blindness, caused by diabetes, to the negligence of his previous doctor. The narrative took a dark turn, however, when his son sought vengeance by targeting and killing other patients. Even in the face of complete blindness, Elcar's dedication to his craft never wavered. He gave a memorable performance as Vladimir in Waiting for Godot, skillfully using a genuine white cane to enhance the authenticity of his role. He additionally played a blind character on episodes of The Magic School Bus and ER. In 2002, after a long and storied career, Elcar decided to retire, leaving behind an unconquerable spirit and an enduring legacy that would inspire countless actors. Tragically, in 2005, Dana Elcar passed away from pneumonia at age 77. Dana's lasting impact. In Hollywood, the late Dana Elcar stands out not just for his exceptional talent, but also his profound influence. His story leaves a powerful mark that extends far beyond the usual reach of the realm of entertainment. At the core of Dana's life was his family. He married Catherine Frances Mead in 1948, though that ended in 1950. His second marriage to Peggy Romano in 1954 lasted until 1970. These unions blessed him with 4 children: Marin, Nora, Dane, and Chandra. In his later years, Thelma Garcia, his longtime partner, became a pillar of support, sharing life's ups and downs with him. Dana's battle with blindness stands as an inspiring story of adaptability and strength. Rather than allowing his challenge to halt his acting journey, he embraced it. This brave approach inspired many both inside and outside the industry. Furthermore, his influence was profound on both emerging and established actors. They admired Dana not just for his incredible body of work, but also for his attitude and approach to challenges. Moreover, Dana's choice to continue working speaks volumes about his commitment to his craft and his audience. Beyond his roles, Dana's advocacy for people with disabilities has added to his impactful legacy, making him a treasured figure in the entertainment industry. Now it's time to hear from you. Did Dana Elcar's story resonate with you or inspire you in any way? Let us know in the comments section below.